Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We got set. Line 80. Let's go. Gun. Slot.
To throw on 2nd down to Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Eagles have recovered. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp. Even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lott. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Brown with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Try to lay one up deep. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
After the interception, here's Smith. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
12. 11. Go ahead.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Now a carry for Bernard. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out into the Redskins. Have it they do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Locke. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Three down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Locke. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A right side catch by Crabtree. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Smith. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their time. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Hey, back up.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, back up. Liz.
On 4th down, Smith steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, it's Locke. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Luck now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
53. 12. Ready. Wide, 622. Color. Right here. Go ahead.
Here's Locke. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Locke. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. 15, 15.
Now Smith on 1st and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Rip, please.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go. 15, 15.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Now he steps away. This will be caught by Brown. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Yeah, 52.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Easy, alert, alert. Switch.
Luck on 1st down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out into the Redskins' head that they do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same.
Lamar Miller, the 40, 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 60 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here's Smith. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On 1st down, Locke. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Go hard, go hard, go hard. 622.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the toss, Bernard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. Finding room at the 30. Left side here, caught by Clay. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Settle down, huh? Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, slot.
Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anderson Aho. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Luck going to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two skeptical about it, or did you trust it? But when I saw just a big blob of green on the